balance is now checked. Horseshoe sections are continued up the head until the natural parting is reached and the technique is repeated. The balance is now checked. Label M Relaxing Balm is applied to the hair in preparation for the blow dry. A fast-acting gel-based product to create smoothness and a frizz-free finish that lasts. Using a Label M styling brush, the hair is wrap-dried through the nape area to create natural volume through the roots. Sections are continued to be taken until reaching the natural parting. The styling brush is used to smooth the hair and create a slight bend through the ends to complement the shape. The nape area is now detailed. The head is now moved slightly to the side and any excess graduation is removed from the line. The graduation at the back is now filtered to detail the weight line. Label M Shine Spray is applied to complete the look, a non-aerosol spray for instant reflection and an immaculate finish. The classic graduation technique is a short cut that combines a one-length effect through the top area with a rounded graduation through the nape. Prior to the cut, Label M thickening cream is applied as a cutting agent. This is a heat-activated product that actively swells the hair shaft for visibly thicker hair. The natural parting is worked through the top area. A radial parting is taken from the top of the head to the top of the ears. A diagonal forward section is taken 1 cm above the ear from the radial parting through to the front hairline. A curved diagonal back section is worked 1 cm above the ear from the radial parting through to the corner of the nape. Starting at the side with the head in an upright position, the hair is combed to natural fall and held between the fingers, and the line is cut parallel to the parting. A subsection of hair is now taken from the side to use as a guide for the back area. The hair is combed to over-directed behind the ear, into T to the parting through the nape, and held at a graduation level dependent on the hair density, in this case 45 degrees, and the line is cut to decrease in length towards the hairline. A parallel diagonal forward section is now taken through the side area. Behind the radial parting, a parallel curved diagonal back section is worked through to the centre of the nape. To allow for the protrusion of the ear, the tension is relaxed. Starting at the side, the hair is combed to natural fall and held within the fingers, and cut to follow the guideline. The hair behind the radial parting is combed to natural fall above the occipital bone, into T to the parting through the nape. The hair is held at a stationary level of graduation above the occipital bone, into 45 degrees through the nape, and the line is cut to follow the guide. The next parallel section is taken through the side area. Behind the radial parting, a parallel curved diagonal back section is worked through to the opposite corner of the nape. In In front of the radial parting, the hair is combed to natural fall and the line is cut parallel to the parting. The hair behind the radial parting is combed to natural fall above the occipital bone, into T to the parting through the nape. The hair is held to a stationary level of graduation above the occipital bone, into 45 degrees through the nape, and the line cut to follow the guide. The final diagonal forward section in front of the radial parting is taken upon reaching the natural parting. Behind the radial parting, a further curved diagonal back section is taken to behind the ear. The hair in front of the radial parting is combed to natural fall, and the guideline followed. Behind the radial parting, the technique is repeated in exactly the same way, and the line cut to follow the guide. The opposite side is now worked in exactly the same way. A diagonal forward section is taken 1 centimetre from above the ear from the radial parting through to the front hairline. A curved diagonal back section is worked 1 centimetre above the ear from the radial parting through to the corner of the nape. With the head upright, the section through the side is combed to natural fall and held within the fingers, and the line cut parallel to the parting. A subsection of hair is now taken from the side to use as a guide for the back area. The hair is combed to over-directed behind the ear, into T to the parting through the nape, and held at 45 degrees, and the line cut to decrease in length towards the hairline. A parallel diagonal forward section is now taken through the side area. Behind the radial parting, a parallel curved diagonal back section is worked through to the centre of the nape. Starting at the side, the hair is combed to natural fall and held within the fingers and cut to follow the guideline. The hair behind the radial parting is combed to natural fall above the occipital bone, into T to the parting through the nape. The hair is held at a stationary level of graduation above the occipital bone, into 45 degrees through the nape, and the line is cut to follow the guide. Sections are continued to be taken in exactly the same way as the opposite side, and the method is repeated. The final section is taken in front of the radial, once the natural parting is reached. The hair is combed to natural fall and the line is cut to follow the guideline. The last section through the back is taken once the top of the head is reached. The method is repeated in exactly the same way, and the line is cut to follow the guide and to connect through with the previously cut hair through the opposite side. The balance is now checked. Label M blowout spray is applied to the hair in preparation for the blow dry, giving a lightweight control within the finish. Blowout spray can be used for all types of finishing techniques and is great for setting hair. The hair is blow dried using a Label M styling brush. The hair is wrap dried through the nape area to create natural volume through the roots. Sections are continued to be taken until reaching the natural parting. The styling brush is used to smooth the hair and create a slight bend through the ends to complement the shape. The head is moved slightly to the side, and any excess graduation is removed from the line. This is repeated on the opposite side. The nape area is now detailed. graduation through the back is now filtered to soften the graduation. Label M Frizz Control Serum is applied to complete the look, creating an immaculate shine.
Hi, I'm Sasha Mascolo-Tarbuck, Global Creative Director for Toni & Guy and Label M. In 2013, Toni & Guy celebrated 50 years of hair, fashion and heritage. Our success and philosophy has always been rooted firmly in education. 2014 sees us looking forward to our next 50 years with our new Future Foundation collection. We understand how important it is to have an established set of core techniques that our hairdressers must learn, practice and accomplish to become a qualified Toni & Guy hairdresser. As my father Tony said, you never stop learning. And in this collection, we have given you the tools to shape your future. With this in mind, I'm excited to share with you our Future Foundation collection. There are 16 classic cuts and colour techniques, which include 2 men's cuts and 14 blow-drying techniques, which cover all lengths and textures. There are also sections on texturising and fringes, which will allow you to personalise each haircut to the individual's needs. This collection of DVDs and the accompanying step-by-step book will guide you through foundational cuts such as fundamentals and precision, to our signature transient collection, and on to the newly added creative classics and blow-drying techniques. These new processes demonstrate Toni & Guy's passion and commitment to evolving and growing as an industry leader. The finish of the hair is equally important and would not be possible without our Label M professional hair care range that allows you to create, style and finish to ultimately achieve any look that you desire. Label M is our official product of London Fashion Week and used backstage in over 70 catwalk shows a year. Label M is created by myself, my art team and my father Tony. New technologies have helped to develop a range that consists of shampoos and conditioners to state-of-the-art styling and finishing products, and all of our electricals from dryers, tongs and straightening irons, all of which you will see used in these demonstrations, our hair shows, campaigns, shoots and in all of our salons and our 22 academies globally. The best education calls for the best products. Toni & Guy has the heritage, the education and is closely linked to fashion. We are confident you will find this information helpful in building up your skills to become an excellent hairdresser.
Toni & Guy 50th Festival. Everything's about to kick off on the main stage. It's going to be very exciting. We've got the award ceremony, of course. We've got the new season collection, 50 years of hair heritage with all the past Toni & Guy looks. And of course we've got Iggy Azalea, we've got Tinchy Stryder, we've got Labyrinth, and a very, very special extra surprise.
for us. This is our Tony and Guy 50th Festival. What we've got is an outside space here where we've got a pamper area with a L'Oreal area where you can get your nails and your eyelashes done, a Pim's bar, a GHD area. We have a second stage where we've got 8 bands playing all day long, and then obviously we've got drinks, fairground ride. So this whole area outside is really exciting. And then also we've got all the glamping and the camping. So we've got about 1,000 campers. We have a big top behind us, and in there we have a massive catwalk showing our new collections, London Fashion Week presentations, Label M presentations, and some amazing avant-garde. So today we've got 3,500 people coming, and for me it is just an amazing event. It's so great that everyone's so supportive and wants to join in the celebrations of Tony and Guy being 50 years. It's a massive achievement for our company, starting from 2 salons, and now we're global and everyone's celebrating with us together. We wanted everyone to represent their country, so we've got 45 people coming all over the world, and they're going to be holding up their flag of their country.
We come from Tony and Guy Paris,
South Korea,
Waving the flag from New Zealand,
Singapore,
Tony and Guy Germany,
Tony and Guy Lisbon,
Tony and Guy Slovakia,
Czech Republic. Woo!
We've got everyone from all over the UK. We've already seen people come in and they're really dressed up, really excited, and it's so great to have everyone from all of our salons in one place to celebrate our 50th.
If you're a hairdresser and you work with Tony and Guy, you know that you're going to be having a good time. Everyone's always got that friendly vibe about them.
We're Tony and Guy Berry. From Uxbridge,
Taywazee,
Lincoln, Wellington City. The main stage is about to open. As you can see, they're all queuing up behind me. But first of all, let's go and see what some of the stylish festival goers are wearing, and of course, most importantly, what they've done with their hair today. So, what are you guys wearing today for the 50th festival?
I have got Assos jumpsuits.
You've matched your wellies very well.
My outfit looks amazing. My boots are from Very.com, and this is just a little new look jacket.
Vivienne Westwood.
Oh yeah, Vivienne baby.
Fred Perry, Urban Outfitters and some vintage Levi's.
And where's your outfit from?
River Island, Allsea, Top Man, the old Converse.
Very nice, very nice.
Marni, Prada, Dior, Gucci, everything.
So these gorgeous girls are from the Cheltenham salon. You've all got fantastic hair. How have you styled your hair for a day in the fields?
Well, I went to GHC 10. Just had it done.
After the downpour of rain, it was kind of necessary. We're all getting very excited about Label M's pink pink spray. And what are you guys wearing today? You all look gorgeous.
Boohoo and Primark.
Topshop, Misguided, New Look, River Island, and then I got us from Spain. So we've stopped you guys because you are all gorgeously dressed. Can you tell me what you are wearing today? Are you in vintage?
Slightly vintage. This is 80s, Hyena, and
Bit of a skater girl outfit.
I'm just normally, the normal festival outfit. Just a bit of chilling, festively chilling,
So we're not going to ask these girls to speak to us. They've come all the way from Russia for the Tony and Guy 50th Festival today. But this is the powder print spray in action. And as you can see, absolutely gorgeous. You don't have to be super, super blonde to be able to rock it out. The colour lasts, even with the darker blonde hair and into brunette hair as well.
This is stage 2, where we have a lot of unsigned acts this afternoon, so come and show your support. The rain has stopped, the sun is coming out!
I miss you for what it's worth, but it's no issue, 'cause I lost faith in love.
I know that I'll hold on you, trying hard to hold on to.
Maybe in our wildest moments, we could be the greatest, we could be the greatest. Baby, in our wildest moments, we could be the worst of all.
Label M presence is that we're here joining in with Tony and Guy's 50th anniversary. It's the biggest gathering perhaps that we've ever done. We've actually got our fantastic champagne bar. We've got all the distributors here from around the world. Really exciting news because Label M has just been announced as official hair care product to London Fashion Week, which starts next week.
Today, particularly, we've been actually having a great time launching our brand new product called Powder Pink Spray. And we've been doing the hair makeovers, for many people, I would say hundreds of people, and we have given the hundreds of samples away. It's been amazingly successful.
I'm here backstage with Global Director James Tarbuck. Pleased with how everything's going?
So far, so good. We were most pleased with the weather, although it's just got a bit cloudy, but that was our only variable, the thing we couldn't control.
Looking back over 50 years, and we're going to see kind of some of the iconic hair trends from the last few decades, what would you say, though, is going forward now for Tony and Guy and the brand and Label M?
Well, we've become very fashion focused now, and I think we've pretty much rewritten how the hair industry interacts with the fashion industry. Label M has become the only official product of London Fashion Week, which is a massive first. So we're really excited about that, and it's probably just really honing back in on that, keeping it very fashionable, very on trend, up to the minute, and of course, the teams are there doing it and seeing it and living it and breathing it.
Hi, I am backstage here at the festival with Jimmy Q. Are you excited to be walking today?
Yeah, of course I am. It's a privilege to be here.
So I guess you will not be wearing a hat when you're on the runway?
No, I won't. My hair will be nicely styled by Jodie and should be good.
And do you have any kind of tips generally for festival goers when it comes to style?
Usually something comfortable, but I never usually follow that rule. So, I don't know, just have fun.
Yeah, I tend to think anyone in fashion will say these are the tips, but we're not going to follow them.
I'm Bill Watson from Tony & Guy Beijing.
I'm Jason Gray from Tony & Guy Academy London.
And we're here live backstage at the 50th celebration. There was times we didn't think we'd make it, but Jay, we did it.
I think we've been talking about it for so many years and what we would have here and what we're doing. So to be here and it's happening, we're all here.
I love feeding off the crowd. When they go bonkers, that's what sends us off. So it'll be reading them and watching them feeding off their hype out back.
Seeing everything come together, especially the history, because remembering things that have happened, but when you're seeing them as individuals all lined up,
it'll bring a tear to our eye.
It'll bring a tear to our eye. I've already got one on the go.
I'm looking forward to that adrenaline rush just before showtime, when all the girls are getting lined up, all the little tweets are being done, everybody's just on a high, and you just know it's going to be amazing.
This is the time to get excited. This is the time where it really gets amazing, because one big family, and obviously together we should all be very proud of celebrating Tony and Guy 50 years. Pauline started Tony and Guy at the same time as me. She actually was in the summer before I went there at Gilpy to Tony and Guy. Without my family, my children, everybody else, I would not have been inspired to achieve that. That's why it's so amazing that I have so many people here, because I know that motivates me to carry on working so hard for all of them.
We are literally about 10 minutes from opening the big tent. People have been revelling all day in the festival activities outside the tent, and the fair and the food and the bands and everything. So I think we could be building up to fever pitch. You can hear there's a few last sound checks going on. We're just going to squeeze round the front and see if we can catch the band, which is almost the start of the whole evening inside the tent.
I like to say this is a great occasion. It's an amazing venue, and we are so blessed with so many of you. And I'm so proud to participate at 50 years of Toni and Guy. And I'm so happy to be here and give so much strength, and I've had so much opportunity to work for Toni and Guy all these years. And of course, I'd like to give a great thanks to everyone, because without you, Toni and Guy wouldn't have been the brand that it is today. But most of all, I would like to say one more thing. When I was in Beijing shortly, I said, and I saw advertised everywhere, my motto: we only just begun. Now the fun begins and the groups will appear. Thank you. The Toni and Guy UK Perfect Salon for 2013 is Solial.
The winner of the Essentials Perfect Salon of 2013 is Holloway Road.
The Perfect Company-Owned Salon of 2013 for the second year is Toni and Guy Sloane Square.
The first year blow dry winner is Jake Weston of Mosley Street, Manchester.
The first year hair up winner is Rianne Donaldson James from Regent Street.
The second year winner is Chantel Jones from Northampton.
The third year winner is Christopher Ball from Wigmore Street.
Academy Director of 2013 is Ide Saiga from Tokyo, Japan.
The International Salon Visitors of 2013 is Dennis and Graham Langford from Toni and Guy, Australia.
The Salon Retailer of 2013, sponsored by Label M Professional Hair Care, is Toni and Guy, Canary Wharf.
And the product cashback for 2013, sponsored by Label M Professional Hair Care, is Dale King Cleaves from Toni and Guy, Calais.
So the winners are Amparo Catalara from Toni and Guy, Spain, and Kelly and Kaylee from Toni and Guy, Bondi Beach in Australia.
So this is a Lifetime Achievement Award, and the winner can only be one, and is the one, Brenda Mail.
She takes my when Carmen